The alarm rings early, long before the sun fully rises. You open your eyes in a quiet hotel suite near the Grand Prix circuit. For a moment, there's silence, the calm before the storm. Then reality hits. It's race day. Today, thousands of fans will fill the stands. Millions more will watch around the globe. And all eyes will be on you, Max Verstappen. You move slowly at first, stretching out the stiffness in your muscles. Racing may look effortless from the outside, but you know it's a physical and mental battle that requires peak performance. After a quick shower, you pull on comfortable Red Bull Racing team gear. There's no time for distractions, only focus. Breakfast is light but carefully balanced. Oats, eggs, fruit, and plenty of hydration. Every bite is chosen to fuel your body without slowing you down. Sitting at the table, you scroll through last-minute updates, weather forecasts, tire strategies, data from yesterday's qualifying session. Each detail could make the difference between victory and defeat. The journey to the track is short but filled with anticipation. As your car approaches the circuit, the streets are already lined with fans in a sea of orange, flags waving, flares burning, and voices chanting your name. The moment they spot you inside the vehicle, cheers erupt. You raise a hand in acknowledgement, giving them a small smile. Their energy fuels you, even as you keep your focus razor sharp. Security clears the way, and soon you step out into the paddock. Cameras flash instantly, microphones reach forward, and journalists call out questions. But you move quickly, head down, determined. Today is not about interviews. Today is about the race. The smell of fuel and rubber hits your senses the second you cross the threshold. It's unmistakable, the essence of Formula One. Inside the Red Bull garage, the atmosphere is electric. Engineers surround laptops, poring over endless streams of data. Mechanics move with calm precision, checking every bolt, every connection on your RB20. Your car sits in the center like a beast waiting to be unleashed, sleek, polished, and built for one purpose: victory. The garage is alive with energy. Every crew member moves with purpose, tightening bolts, checking tires, and ensuring your machine is flawless. The RB20 gleams under the fluorescent lights, its sleek carbon fiber body a perfect blend of power and precision. This isn't just a car, it's the weapon you'll take into battle. You slip into your racing overalls, the iconic Red Bull blue, adorned with sponsors, and the number 1 that reminds the world who you are. Mechanics help secure your Hans device, gloves, and boots. The helmet rests nearby, its visor glinting in the light, waiting for the moment you'll lock in. Before heading out, you meet with your race engineer once more. Together, you review the setup, brake balance, downforce levels, tire pressures. Every detail matters. A single adjustment could mean the difference between pole and failure. You nod, absorbing the information, your mind already visualizing how the car will respond on track. Finally, it's time. You step toward the car, lower yourself into the cockpit, and the world around you narrows. The snug seat molds perfectly to your body. The steering wheel rests firmly in your hands, covered in buttons, switches, and LEDs that only you truly understand. The engine roars to life with a deep growl, vibrating through your chest. The track is alive with chaos and energy. Journalists, photographers, VIP guests, and engineers all crowd the starting grid. The smell of burning rubber lingers in the air, mixing with the sound of roaring engines as cars line up in their places. Every step you take on the asphalt reminds you of what's coming. The lights, the speed, the battle. Fans in the grandstands are louder than ever, waving orange flags, holding banners with your name, and chanting in unison. Cameras follow your every move as you walk calmly, headphones on, blocking out the noise. It's not arrogance, it's focus. Every second until lights out matters, and nothing can pull your mind away from the race ahead. You stop by your RB20 on the grid. Mechanics are making the last adjustments, checking tire temperatures, fuel load, and electronics. The heat rising from the engine shimmers in the air. You lean in, exchange quick words with your engineer, and give the car a final look. It feels less like a machine and more like a trusted partner. Engines roar in unison as the cars line up on the grid. The tension is unbearable. the kind of silence that feels deafening despite the thunder of 1,000 horsepower machines. The red lights above the track flicker on, one by one, until all 5 are glowing bright. In the cockpit, your heart pounds, hand steady on the wheel, foot hovering over the throttle. Lights out. The RB20 launches forward with explosive precision. Tires screech, smoke bursts from the grid, and instantly, the chaos of Turn 1 begins. Rival cars swarm around you, each fighting for position, but your reactions are instinctive. Late braking, tight steering, perfect acceleration. The track opens ahead, and you push hard, your car glued to the asphalt as the crowd erupts in deafening cheers. Each corner is a battle, not just against other drivers, but against physics itself. G-forces slam your body into the cockpit walls, your neck straining under the weight of speed. The radio crackles in your ear. Good start. Max, keep pushing. You don't respond. You're already locked in. Eyes scanning every apex, every braking zone, every thread in your mirrors. The opening laps are behind you, but the real battle begins now. Tires are degrading, fuel loads are dropping, and the balance of the car shifts with every lap. Your engineers constantly feed you information over the radio. Gap to rivals, tire wear, pit windows. But in the cockpit, it's all about feel. The car speaks through the vibrations in the wheel, the grip in the corners, the traction on exit. The first pit window opens. Rival cars begin peeling into the pit lane, gambling on undercuts. You stay out for another lap, pushing hard, squeezing every last fraction of a second from your tires. The decision is calculated. 1 lap longer could mean the difference between victory and defeat. You slam through corners with precision, attacking the curbs, riding the razor's edge. Box. The call comes over the radio. You dive into the pit lane, speed limiter on, the chaos of the track replaced by the orchestrated ballet of the pit crew. In less than 3 seconds, tires are changed, the car drops, and you rocket back into the race. No wasted movement, no hesitation, just perfection. The car slows down after crossing the finish line, but the roar of the crowd only grows louder. Orange smoke flares fill the air, turning the grandstands into a sea of color. Over the radio, your engineers are still screaming with joy, their voices breaking with emotion. You steer the car into park firm, switch off the engine, and finally exhale. The silence inside the cockpit feels strange after nearly 2 hours of pure chaos. You climb out of the RB20 and wave to the crowd. Cameras flash like lightning, capturing every step you take. Fans chant your name, their energy feeding into your own exhaustion and triumph. A marshal hands you the Dutch flag, and you drape it across your shoulders, walking proudly toward the podium area. Every step feels like victory itself. The podium ceremony begins. Second and third place drivers stand alongside you. But today, the spotlight is yours. The trophy is handed to you, sleek, shining, heavy in your hands. You raise it high above your head as the crowd erupts, the sound echoing like thunder across the circuit.